Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Serena, and today I'm going to be giving you guys the ultimate sixth form guide. So this video is for the students who are about to go into year 12. I'm going to be going into detail about things that you'll need, advice, and what I wish I knew before I was going into year 12. At the end of this video, I will be answering some questions that upcoming year 12s have asked me and some advice that year 13s or the new year 13s have given me to give to you guys. Before we start, I'm going to let you guys know a little bit about my personal experience of sixth form so far. So I am in year 12 right now, but I'm going into year 13 in September, and I do BTEC, so I do an extended diploma in engineering. So it includes doing maths, engineering, physics, but I also do an EPQ on the side, which is an extended project qualification where you get to choose a subject to write about. So personally, to be completely brutally honest with you guys, the beginning of year 12, like from September to the December point, is going to be one of the best points of your life because you don't have to do too much work, you don't have to stress too much. It was my favorite part of year 12. So the first thing we're going to talk about right now is your academic mindset shift. So one of the main things is the workload compared to year 11. From September to December, the workload is not too bad, but compared to year 11, it is much more work. But you do get the chance to slowly ease into it. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I didn't find the shift to be absolutely insane. Okay, at first, the shift is not too bad, but as you're going along year 12, it actually gets pretty bad. And I don't want to lie to you guys, I'm stressed. Tears have been shed because of school. The answer to your questions is the workload shift is huge as you go along. And I guarantee it's going to be much more worse in year 13. And to be honest, I'm excited for year 13. Only because I know the year's going to go quickly and I want to get out. Next point I would advise is get ahead on work. When I say this, I mean like if you get given work, go home and actually fully understand it. If you understand it in school, that's fine. Recap it when you get home because you're going to brush through topics so quickly that you're going to literally just forget about what you've done. So it's really important to keep track on what you've done in school and actually keep it in your head, because a lot of things that I learned from the beginning of year 12 I forgot, and I'm constantly having to go back to notes and re-flicking through, which is also a good thing because you're going back and looking at your notes, but you just want to like keep checking back and don't forget about what you've done, because it will come in handy when it comes to mocks or any exams that you do and just school in general. Another piece of advice I'm going to give to you guys is to manage your expectations. When I say this, guys, don't be expecting top grades straight away. And if you are getting those top grades, congratulations to you and well done. But your grades may drop before they start to rise. So don't stress. That's just something that you guys should keep in mind, to not stress about your grades dropping when you first start, because you are new to what you're learning as well. Especially since in your year 11 summer holidays, I can assure that nobody's revising for year 12. Nobody does that. I mean, some people do. I mean, if you do, good for you. You guys are gonna do well in life. But I'm not saying that those of you who aren't, because I did not, and I'm still doing okay. But I do advise getting ahead of class. Next is time management. Use planners, guys. I have so many planners. I personally use Google Calendar, Notion, and just my calendar app on my phone. Or I also use Teams. Those are also really good platforms to use. Notion is a bit difficult. It took me quite a long time to master, and I still haven't like completely mastered it, but I do use templates, which is much easier. If you want a video on that, I can do that for you guys. But I would definitely say keep yourself organized, because even if you get a digital copy, if you get an actual book, get a planner. It's so important. So one thing about starting sixth form or college is you do get free periods. And a lot of people have asked me questions about this. So in my school, we call it non-contact. Don't know why, but they call it non-contact time. So it's basically for you to drop down and like catch up on anything you've missed or revise. Being honest once again, because this is what this video is about, but me and a few other people in my school would not use our free periods to the max extent. Like, we would watch YouTube, just like chill during our free periods. Guys, when I tell you I would do everything to go back and actually catch up on work and revise during my free periods. Use your free periods wisely, guys. You can relax, but actually get something done. Use your free periods correctly, guys. My last piece of advice for time management is to create a realistic weekly routine, just so that you get into the habit of starting things deeper along the line into year 12, because it will really help. I say create a realistic routine, I mean like set times to revise either before school or after school, or just slip revision into your free period. Like, you have free control over what you do during your free period. So I would advise creating a realistic routine and adding some revision inside of them. Next is study methods. This is for more so mocks, digital notes. One of my favorite things is to write up my notes on my laptop, and I have like a whole folder on Notion and on Teams, or Word, PowerPoint documents, whatever you want to use, where you just write up your notes and make sure you save them. I like to add all of mine together in one file. That way it's easy for me to go back to a unit and have all that work inside of there. Another thing that I love to do is drawing little doodles related to the work, especially with engineering. For example, manufacturing processes, there's melting, welding, casting, all that jazz. I like to draw little examples that help me remember what exactly they mean, because it's a lot of recall in engineering and when it comes to work. And one of my last favorite things to do is highlight, because it also highlights key information. That is the best part of highlighting, because you're going to remember that because it stands out. Okay, here's for people who are a bit shy or a bit like antisocial, or even people who are social. This is just advice for everyone in general. So this is how to cope with the first term. So when you're going into school, you're probably going to be shy. It also depends if you go to school with someone you knew before, if you're going completely blind, completely alone. Speak to everyone. I can't stress it enough. Speak to every single person, because you guys are all in the same boat. So people are going to want to mingle and make new friends. Me personally, me and my friends, I came to school with 2 people from my old school. And we literally said, oh, we're going to be so nonchalant, let's not talk to people. That's the worst advice you could ever give yourself, guys. We actually ended up speaking to maybe every single person. Like, I know everybody in my year now, and I can literally speak to any single one of them because I've socialized with all of them. We're all in the same boat. Don't be scared or stressed about any of that, because I promise you guys, everybody's going to want to talk to everybody. When you realize that everybody's probably thinking the same thing that you're thinking when you first start school, it really helps. Try your best to build those friendships, because you guys are all going to be in the same boat. You're going to want to study together, revise together, hang out together. However, it is only 2 years, so it's up to you. But 2 years is still a long time. It's not as long compared to secondary school, but it's still time to meet new people, because you never know. The people that you meet in those 2 years might be the people that you actually form a better bond with in the future. So join clubs, guys. Join clubs. This will come in handy, especially for year 13 when you're looking for jobs or you're trying to apply to universities, apprenticeships. That is the best thing you can do. Join clubs in your school. My school does karting club, where they build go-karts and actually take them to competitions. And yeah, I think that's pretty cool. There's a lot of other clubs too, but I really recommend joining a club. I did not join a club, and I wish I had the opportunity to join a club. I was supposed to join the go-karting club with my friend, but we didn't take it seriously, and now I honestly regret it, because that's literally experience in an engineering field, and I wish I would have actually joined and took it seriously. So that is something you guys should definitely keep in mind. Another thing is, don't be afraid to ask for help. If you don't ask for help, you're not gonna progress the way that you would have wanted to, and you're not gonna understand things. I'm pretty sure there's other people that are probably thinking the same thing you're thinking in terms of asking a question. And if you ask that question, you're answering everybody else's question in that room. So I definitely recommend asking questions, because you guys will get further in life that way. Trust me. Don't hold back on any questions that you have. Ask away. Don't be ashamed to ask questions, because you're going to be the one that passes and gets the best possible results as you can. Okay, so like I said, I will answer questions that I've been given at the end, just in case I haven't fully covered everything that you want to know. And if you do want to know more, let me know in the comments. But this is what a lot of people have been asking me: stationery. So for A levels, you do 3 subjects. BTECs is 1 core one, and you can do an EPQ on the side, which is what I do. So I got 3 books. I'm going to show you guys. I got 3 of these books. One of them is in my locker right now. These are my favorite types of books. I have so many of them. They're the NU notebooks. I used 3 of them. I use one for engineering, one for physics or like sciencey stuff in my class, and then one for maths. So these are the 3 notebooks I have. And if you are doing A levels, still get 3 notebooks. Get the refillable ones if possible, because you can keep them in a folder. But definitely get 3, because you're going to have so much work. I also recommend getting a folder. All my folders are in school. Get the ones with a lever, because they can contain much more work. Obviously, you're going to need a pencil case. This is the one I use. It has so many different compartments. It is leaking because of my highlighters, but I'll probably get a new one for year 13, just because I like to be extra. Or I could just wash this one and reuse it, which I probably will end up doing. But you're going to need pens, pencils, a ruler, and a calculator. Calculator is one of the most important things, depending on what you're doing. If you're doing like sciencey, maths, engineering types of subjects, get a calculator. You can actually get, I'm not sure what the name is, but I'm going to put it up right here. But it's the really like expensive calculators, which a lot of A-level math students in my school, or further math students, actually end up using, because it has everything on there, and I'm pretty sure that's what you need. And you can take it into exams with you, and it's a much better calculator because you can do so much more on it, and it makes your life completely easy. Or if you're not like doing incredibly hard maths, or you're just doing maths on the side, just get a scientific calculator. You can use the same ones that you used for GCSE maths. This is the one I have. This is the pink one, and I love this one because it comes really in handy. You're going to need highlighters as well. And when it comes to pens, keep at least 5, because people are going to steal them from you. Or not even steal them, people are going to start asking for highlighters. It's especially people who are unserious that don't have their equipment or pens, because people in my class just be like, oh, Serena, do you have a pen? No, I don't have a pen for you. I have a pen for myself, but I don't want to share with you, because I'm not going to get that pen back at the end of the day, am I? Another thing which is more electronical is a laptop or an iPad. Guys, you're definitely going to need one of the 2. If you don't want to carry like heavy loads in your bag, get an iPad with a keyboard. If you don't mind, get a laptop. I actually have both. I have it on an iPad and I have a HP laptop. This is my baby right here. I got this at the start of year 12, but just before year 12 started. I got this from Curry's. It is touchscreen. It's the best laptop I've ever owned. It's very handy, as you can see, and it is lightweight, and it fits in my bag. I'll get into bags later on, but this is very handy. Touchscreen does all what you need to do, so I can use this to write up. I can even touch the screen, even do some drawings on it. Also, with that, I do definitely recommend researching the course that you're doing and what laptops work best for that course, because I know MacBooks aren't good for engineering students because it doesn't have all of the things that you need on it, but it is good for media students, writing students, all that jazz. But definitely do some research, because that will definitely help. This is my Honor iPad. It is dead. Haven't used this in a while because I've been constantly using my laptop, but I use this at the beginning of year 12 for drawings and making doodles, because I had a pencil with it too. Also, if you are going to get an iPad, get a pencil. You can get them from Amazon for really cheap. Don't get the really expensive one unless you want to, because you're going to lose them. There's so many Apple pencils lying around in my school because people be losing them. So definitely choose a cheaper option if you know you can't look after your things. For stationery, I think that's pretty much it. You can add other stuff that you want, rubbers, all that jazz. But I think what I've covered is the main things that you definitely need in school. Okay, so this is going to be the final chapter with all the extra information, and then I'll answer questions and give advice after. This is for the girlies. Get a good quality bag. The stress I went through with my Amazon bag, my Amazon handbag, I would not wish that upon anybody else. Get a good quality bag because you're going to be carrying so much work in your bag. Like, my laptop is so heavy. I carry my books all the time. It gets to a point where your shoulders start hurting. So I had to get a brand new bag, like at the end of year 12, and maybe almost not towards the end of year 12 because I couldn't take it anymore. But I got a US Polar Assassin bag, or Polar Ralph, however you want to say it. And I got this from TK Maxx. I love this bag. The print is so cute. It's my favorite bag, and it is big as well, so it actually fits my laptop. But I definitely recommend getting a good quality bag because you're gonna have to go through so many bags, but you might as well just get one big bag out of the way with. If you want recommendations in the comments, let me know. I do have a list. But for the boys, get a good quality backpack as well. Let me tell you guys, everybody in my school, all the boys have a leather backpack. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the trend is. Yeah, it looks good or whatever, but up to you. I feel like boys can just choose whatever they want when it comes to backpacks because I don't know that you're not carrying it on one shoulder and it's not going to snap off. So, and also my girlies, if you don't want any shoulder pains in the future and you don't want one shoulder lopsided, depending on how much work you carry, get a backpack. You can still get really cute, stylish backpacks too, so take that into consideration. Oh my gosh, shoes. If you're going to wear loafers to school, don't wear them from home to school because I've gone through so many pairs of loafers. It's actually traumatizing. I had blisters on my feet. I had to wear Crocs to school for maybe 2 weeks. It was traumatizing. Get trainers, wear them to school, and change your shoes when you get to school. I put my trainers in my locker and then I change into my loafers at school because it's much easier that way and I don't have to feel pain on my feet. That's just advice I'd give to people because I went through it and I know some of my other friends that have gone through that too, so I wouldn't recommend that either. Okay, part-time jobs. Part-time jobs are very hard to find. I do not have one. I've looked, I've applied. Everybody reject. I'm pretty sure they don't even read my applications. They just straight up reject, stamp my letter and reject. Get a part-time job in year 12. I wouldn't recommend it for year 13 because you're going to have so much work to do. Year 12, you have more free time. Even when I say free time, you're not completely free, guys. Get your work done. Year 12 is probably actually the biggest time to be hustling because you're going to have so much to do for year 13. Have good attendance. Your attendance actually matters, guys. Get your attendance up. You're going to want that good attendance because it's going to affect not only your jobs when you apply to jobs or apply to places to work at, but it's also going to affect your uni, your apprenticeships, because they're going to want to know if you're formal and if you actually go to school on time. Personally, my school, you get detention if you're late, which is kind of crazy because what do you mean you're an adult and you're getting detention? This is probably going to be one of my biggest points, and it is mental health. Guys, the way my mental health has decreased, I'm going to be so honest, sixth form has made my mental health decline. It's not that bad right now because I'm on holiday, but there's going to be a point where you just think, wow, like this is my life. Start journaling. Journaling saves lives. Like it genuinely does. Journal how you're feeling. Journal how your day went. Journal what's going on. Journal what's making you feel this way. Just journal everything. You can find so many prompts. Damn. School is hard, guys. I don't want to go to year 13. I'm really scared. And lastly, my last point to end this video. Have fun. No, honestly, have fun. The year literally goes by so quickly. I literally can't believe year 12 is done for me. I only just came into year 12 and now I'm going into year 13 and then I'm off to uni or an apprenticeship, hopefully. It's actually crazy. It actually makes me really sad because I actually really like my school. Like, I like the people in my school. Like, I made so many good friends, and I just feel like, wow. Like, I also just don't like the fact that we're growing old so quickly. Like, I'm literally going to year 13. I'm going to be an adult next year. Don't take your sixth form life for granted, guys. Literally, don't take it for granted because it goes by so quickly, and don't wish your time away. Okay, next, I made a story on my Instagram asking people to ask me questions. This is what I put up. Ask people to ask me questions, people who are going to year 12. And so here is what we have. Somebody asked me, should I get an iPad? Yes, you should. An iPad or a laptop. If you're going to get an iPad with a keyboard and a pencil. Saves your life. Compact. An iPad is probably the best option, to be honest. Just get everything on it installed, like Word, PowerPoint, all that stuff. You can get that online too. Next was, how do I make friends in a new school? Socialize, talk to everyone, don't be shy, don't corner yourself off first day. Try your best to be bold in that sense. Did you have to lock in from the jump? I would say you should. Like, when I say you should, I don't mean like revise every single day. You can if you want. I just say like ease yourself into it. Like, revise maybe once or twice a week after school, and then during the next year I would revise. Suggest taking it a lot more seriously and actually locking in completely, because damn, guys, you're gonna see how it can go from 1 to 100 so quick next year. September to December, you'll be okay. Don't stress. Next is the similarities and differences between year 11 and 12. Year 11, you don't have as much freedom to do what you want. Year 12, you have a lot of freedom. I have so much freedom in year 12. I don't know what to do with it anymore. Workload is a lot different, I would say, because in year 11, throughout my whole secondary school experience, I don't ever remember doing homework. Like, I genuinely don't remember, and I know that's bad. I would get my homework done, but I don't remember actually taking that seriously and doing it. In year 12, I go home and I do homework. I go to Costa next to my school and I do homework. I do so much work after school, and I have so much coursework. What things do you need to buy for year 12? Like I said, main thing you need is an iPad or a laptop, a calculator, pens, pencils, and you're all set. Okay, now I have a lot of advice from upcoming year 13, so you guys are lucky. Somebody said, find work experience. It will be so useful for your personal statement. Year 12 is the prime time to start finding work experience. Matter of fact, when you get into year 12, guys, research your courses and what you want to do and start looking for work experience off the jump. Put yourself in the position to find work experience straight away, because I cannot stress enough, it's crazy, and work experience is honestly so helpful. It's the best thing a year 12 going into year 13 and a year 11 going into year 12 can do. Next is use your freeze. You have time to hang out with your friends at break and lunch, even after school too. Jessica is so wise. You use your freeze, hang out with your friends at lunch and break. Don't lock in, guys. Lock in. I know a lot of people are gonna hear me saying this and not take it to heart. Guys, lock in. If you want your life to be so much easier, lock in. It's honestly gonna make your life so much easier. Lock in and use your freeze correctly. We have start revising from the very start of the year. Woo! Yes, I would definitely recommend revising. You don't have to revise every single day. Then again, if you want to do that, you can do that. I'm sure you'll do much better than everybody else. But don't push yourself too hard. But definitely revise from the beginning of year 12. And even if it's at least once or twice a week. Just start doing small work to make your life easier. Somebody said, don't pick an EPQ. I wish I listened to the previous year 13's warnings. To be honest, I low-key agree with that, because I do an EPQ, could not tell you what's going on. The only thing that I'm happy about is that it gives you more UCAS points. UCAS points are so important, especially if you want to do a degree apprenticeship or just get into the high top-notch unis or whatever you want to do. So don't recommend it. I'm not even going to recommend it to you guys. It is a suggestion that you should consider, because it does get you high UCAS points, and you can also make it about whatever you want. definitely take it into consideration and do your research before. We have some advice from Joshua, top A-star student. He said, be more proactive from the start, attend events and network with new people. It's also really important to start finding events too. Hopefully your school should advise you to go to events and actually give you events to go to. But if they don't, definitely take the time to look into it yourself. And also another thing I'm going to say is share that information you have with your friends. Don't be stingy. There's so many people who will be so stingy and go to all these events and not share with people. Don't be one of those people, guys. Don't be one of them. Share it with your friends. If you want to bet each other, start sharing these events with each other, because that's how you guys are all going to do well together. Don't be trying to go do your friend one above. Don't be that type of person. Don't be that person. Period. Next, we have another one that says, don't force talking to everyone. Find your people and stay with them. I'm gonna put a lot of websites down below for work experience. Just wait, that way you can come back to this video when you guys are in year 12 and start looking for work experience, because I wish I would have done that. Last point is lock in during your free periods. That point has come across so many times. That's how you know how serious that is. My friend Michaela said that. Michaela locks in all the time. Michaela's an A-star student, bro. Guys, lock in. That is literally all the advice I can give you guys. And if I missed any points, let me go back to my notes really quickly just to make sure I've gone through everything. I think I've covered basically everything. But if you do have any more questions, don't hesitate to comment them down below and I will answer straight away. I'm literally chronically online, so you guys are going to get a response within the next 10-15 minutes. But yes, I really hope you guys found this video useful. If you have any more questions, leave a comment down below. But make sure to like, share and subscribe and share this with your friends that are going into year 12. And yeah, also I know that results day is coming up on August the 14th. It is 9th of August today, but I also get my results back for my BTEC exams, so I'm gonna wish all of you guys luck. I'm praying for you all and you guys will do absolutely fine, and I can't wait to see all the new year 12s doing their thing, locking in straight away from the jump. And I'm really excited for you guys. You guys are gonna have an amazing year, and don't take it for granted. Use it to the max, because year 12 is the year of new beginnings for one, and adulting. It literally is that. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.